So MongoDB is a cross-platform document-oriented database program, which is also classified as a NoSQL database, right? So MongoDB is one of the most popular NoSQL database programs which we can use. So let's see how we can download it first, and then we will see how we can install and use it. So first of all, open your favorite browser and search for MongoDB, and the first result which will appear here will be from mongodb.com. So I'm going to click on this mongodb.com website, which is going to redirect me to this web page. Now on this mongodb.com website, you will be able to see these tabs here. We need to hover over the product tab and then just move to the community edition section here, right? So we need to download the community server, which is the free to use community server. So just hover over community edition and then click on community server here, which is going to redirect us to the downloads page. And you can see there are many variants of this MongoDB servers are available. We want to download this one, which is MongoDB community server. And from here you will be able to select the version of MongoDB which you want to install. I'm going to install the current stable version, which is 5.0.5 at the time of making this video. The platform is Windows, obviously, and the package I want to download is in the MSI format. There is also this zip format which you can download, but for now I'm going to select MSI here and then click on download, which is going to start the download of this MongoDB windows.msi file. So just wait for the download to complete. So once this MSI file is downloaded, I'm going to click on this MSI file, and let me minimize my browser, and you can see the MongoDB installer is started now. So on this first window you don't need to do anything, you just need to verify the version and then click on next. And on the next page you will see the license terms and conditions agreement. If you agree with this, just check this checkbox and then click on next. And then you need to choose the setup type. So we are going to choose the complete setup for MongoDB. So I'm going to just select this, and then you will see this kind of window. Now here you can see the install MongoDB as a service selected, and I'm going to leave this first option as run service as network service user. And then you have the service name, which is going to be called MongoDB, which is okay. And these are the data and log directories where your MongoDB will be installed, and it will save its data and it will save its log. So if you don't have the good reason to change this location, just leave everything as default and then click on next. And on the next window, it says install MongoDB Compass, right? So MongoDB Compass is the official graphical user interface for MongoDB, which you can install and use. So why not? We are going to install MongoDB with MongoDB Compass. So just leave this checkbox as checked and then click on next, and then click on install. But first of all, it's going to show you this warning which says, do you want to allow this app to make changes on your device? I trust this app, so I'm going to click on yes here, which is going to start the installation process. So just wait for this process to complete. So now I can see that MongoDB Compass has been started, and you can see it looks like this. And also the installation of MongoDB has been finished, right? So first of all, let me minimize this Compass, and you can see this installation of MongoDB has been finished. So I'm going to click on this finish button. So now once MongoDB is installed on your Windows 11 operating system, how we can check whether everything is working fine or not? So the best way is to just open your command prompt. So just search for CMD here and then open the command prompt. And once the command prompt is open, you need to give Mongo command. So just write Mongo here and then press enter. But it says Mongo is not recognized as an internal or external command. And why it's showing this message? you might have guessed it right, because we haven't set the environment variable for MongoDB. So let's go to the location where MongoDB is installed on our Windows 11 operating system. It's in C directory, and then program files, and then there will be this MongoDB directory, and then there will be server, the version, and then you will see this bin directory here where all of your MongoDB related executable files are here. The two files which are of interest to us are mongo.exe file and mongod.exe file. So what we are going to do, so we are going to simply copy this path until bin, and then I'm going to just click on search once again, and then search for environment variables. And when you type first few letters of environment, you will see this result which says edit system environment variables. Click on it, which is going to open this kind of window. Here click on environment variables, and then under system variables click on the path environment variable, and then double click on it. And here we are going to add this new path which is for MongoDB executable files. So this is the path which we have copied. So I'm going to paste this path and then press enter, and then click on OK, OK, and once again I'm going to click on OK. So once your environment variables are set, I'm going to open the command prompt once again, and here once again I can give the Mongo command. So I'm going to just write Mongo and then press enter, and this time it's going to show me this version of Mongo, and it has opened the Mongo shell, right? So in the Mongo shell you can give your Mongo related commands. For example, if you want to view all the databases, you need to give this command, show dbs, and then semicolon, and then press enter, and it's going to show you all the databases. Now in order to create a new database in MongoDB, in the shell you need to give this command. So you can just write use and the name of your database. So I'm going to name my database as let's say my DB, which is simple, and then press enter, and you can see it says switched to DB MyDB. So once this database is created, we can give this show DBs command again and check whether this database is created or not. So just write show DBs, but still you can see you will not see the name of your database which you have created. And why is that? Because until and unless you fill your database with some documents, you will not see it here. So if your database is empty, it's not going to show you the database, right? So we need to fill our database with some data. So in order to fill our database with some data, we can give this command. So we have already given this use MyDB command, and we are inside this MyDB database. You can see switched to DB MyDB. So now we can give this command DB, which means we want to execute some command in MyDB because we are inside MyDB database, and then you need to give the name of the collection which you want to create inside your database. I'm going to name my collection as books, let's say, right? And then you need to write dot and then write insert, and then in these parentheses you can give any key value pair in the form of JSON inside these parentheses. So I'm going to just give my values in the form of JSON. So let's say I want to just give the name of the book, and that I can do by just giving this kind of JSON value. So my MongoDB book, and then I'm going to add the semicolon here and then press enter, and it says write result inserted 1. That means our document is inserted in this collection. So now we can view the database when we give the show DBs command. So when you press this upper arrow on your keyboard, you will see all the previous commands. So you can always give this show DBs command, and you can see now it's visible, right? So my DB is visible here because we have one document inside our database. Now in order to view all the collections inside your database, you give this command show collections and then semicolon and then press enter, and it's going to show you all the collections inside your database. We have created only one collection with the name books, and that is shown here. Now in order to view the data or documents inside the collection, you give this command. So you need to write the database name or DB, because we are already using this database, right, by using use my DB command. So DB, and then give the name of your collection. In our case it's book, and then just write find, and then just add these parentheses, semicolon, press enter, and it's going to show you all the documents inside your books collection. And there is this one document which is present inside our collection. MongoDB automatically adds this ID to every document. So this is added by MongoDB automatically, and this is the data which you have provided. So this is how you can use the Mongo shell in your command prompt, right? Let me minimize this. So we have also installed the Mongo compass, right? So if it's not open, you can always click on this icon which is created on the desktop, and it's going to open the Mongo compass here. For the first time when it starts, it's going to show you this kind of window. So I'm going to click on all these next values, and then I'm going to click on get started. So I'm going to leave everything as default and then click on start using compass. And now I can start using MongoDB compass, and it's a GUI application, so I will be able to visualize my data in my MongoDB in a better way. So in order to create a new database connection, I need to click on connect and then new connection, and it's going to open this new window for me. Otherwise, you can already see that this window is already there. Now what it says here, paste your connection string. So if you know little bit about MongoDB, in order to connect to a database, we need a connection string. You can also know more about this connection string by clicking on this info icon here, and it will redirect you to this web page where you can read more about this MongoDB connection. So what will be the connection string in our case? So when you go to the Mongo shell once again, and when you have given this Mongo command on your command prompt, you will be able to see this connection string here. So it's MongoDB : / 127.0.0.1, which is our local host. This is the port at which MongoDB has been started. So our connection string will be this one, but the essential part of the connection string is up to this port, right? So you need to give this connection string. And after that, these parameters are optional. You can give them or you can just leave them. So let's give this kind of connection string. On your MongoDB documentation also, you will see the same documentation that you need to give the connection string in this format. So if you are using some host name, you can give the host name in the middle. Let's copy this, and then I'm going to go to the Mongo compass and then paste this here. And instead of this host name, I need to give the local host here, right, which is 127.0.0.1, right? So this is the connection string. I'm going to click on connect, which is going to connect to MongoDB server, and now you can see the connection is successful. And on the left hand side, you will be able to see on which host and port it's running, and then you will be able to see all the databases, right? So this is the list of all the databases, and this is the database which we have created, which is called MyDB, right, using the Mongo shell. Right now you can see it contains only one document. So let's click on this, and you can see this document is now visible here, right? So using this MongoDB compass, it's really easy to visualize your data inside your MongoDB. You can also perform aggregation queries. You can also view the schema explain plan, indexes, and you can also do the validation using this MongoDB Compass very easily. So this is how you can download and install MongoDB on your Windows 11 operating system. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video.